Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back today with another Squarespace tutorial where I want to show you the newest Squarespace feature that they introduced recently, and that is section dividers. Now, if you remember previously, I have done a tutorial on custom section dividers in Squarespace using SquareKicker, the absolute best extension for Squarespace. But Squarespace now introduced this feature on their own natively, so you don't need to use SquareKicker unless you want more customization options, and I will touch upon that later in this tutorial. But for right now, I just want to show you what you can do with the native built-in Squarespace feature. If you're new to this channel, my name is Anna Lea. I am the designer and owner of Lea Design Studio, where I create custom Squarespace templates, resources, and courses to help you create a stunning first impression online. And here on this channel, I share design and tech tutorials related to Squarespace and other tools for your online business. So if that's something that you're interested in, definitely stick around and consider subscribing to my channel. And now, without further ado, let's dive into today's tutorial. So I am over here on one of my demo websites for one of my templates, which is launching soon. Yay! And I wanted to use it to show you what options you have available when it comes to section dividers. So to get to this, we're going to click on Edit. And then if you hover over any section and then click on Edit Section, scroll down and then toggle this option that says Divider. And that is essentially all you have to do to get the divider to show up on your section. And there it is. It took a minute because I'm recording. But anyway, we now have a shape divider in between these two sections. Now, ideally, you wouldn't want this to happen like this, but I just want to demo the options that you have available. So, for example, first option that you have is this shuffle option, which gives you the ability to shuffle the settings and basically scroll through different section dividers that are available. If you click the shape in the middle, then you will be brought to the shape editor where you can choose which of the dividers you want to use. And then finally, this last section essentially takes you to that same section where you can edit the settings for each shape divider. So let me scroll a little bit so that this is not in the way. And let's say we want to use this divider. Now, for most of these, you have the option to edit width and the height, which you can choose of any of these pre-built options, which are essentially small, medium, large. Or you can click the three dots and either drag this slider to control how the divider looks, or you can enter a custom value here. The same applies for height. Again, you can make it taller or you can make it shorter. And then you can enter a custom value here or simply drag the slider to change the height of the divider. Then we have the flip option. So we can flip the way it is positioned. And for some of these, you will be able to notice the difference. For some of them, honestly, it's like it doesn't really do much, so you won't be able to notice it. And for some of these, you will also have the option to flip not only horizontally, but also vertically, which kind of sort of changes the direction and the position of the divider. And then you will also have the option to control the alignment, which again controls how the divider appears on your website. The last option that you have is the stroke option. So right now it is set to no stroke, but if I add a stroke, then we can choose the color for it. And if you click on it, you can either choose a color that is in your site palette, so any of these, or you can enter a custom value if you have like more colors in your color palette that you didn't add to your website, or if you simply want to use a completely different color to draw attention to it, you can enter a hex value, or you can just drag the slider around here and play around with the colors to control the color of the divider. And then finally, you can control the thickness of the divider, so you can make it very thin or you can make it very thick. And of course, if you don't like any of these options, if you want to fine-tune them, you can drag this slider up and down or enter a custom value to change the thickness of the divider. Now, that's it for the built-in options for the section dividers here. Now, as you may have noticed, this only adds the section divider to the bottom of the section. And this is where this feature in Squarespace natively is a little bit limited, because if you want to add a top divider or a divider to the top of your section, there we go, you would literally have to add a section divider to each and every section to get that look. And you can see that some of them don't really work on all sections. For example, if you wanted this section to blend in seamlessly with this one, it doesn't really work because there is no option to edit a top divider for that particular section. So if you want more styling options, and if you want to create these seamless transitions in between sections with the section dividers, you can easily do this with SquareKicker because it allows you to add both the top and the bottom section dividers. And you can check out my other video that talks about that, and I will link to it somewhere on this screen and in the description. And that's all I have for you today, and I hope you put these section dividers to good use. And if you do, please let me know in the comments what do you think about this new feature, if you liked it, if you had the chance to use it, and which section divider is your favorite one. I'll be back with another tutorial real soon, and in the meantime, if you're working on your website, if you're looking to redesign it, revamp it, or maybe you're building a website for the very first time, please check out my DIY website roadmap, which I will link to in the description down below. It will walk you through all the steps that you need to know to actually build out your website. That's it for today, and I'll see you soon.